everyone, to the Valley's most in-depth weather forecast video Tuesday evening, the 25th day of October. We have less than a week to go in the month, and certainly we have no return of the kind of weather we had a week ago for the rest of October and probably through the first several days of November. It's been quite a roller coaster ride when we look back over the last couple of weeks. A week ago right now, we were talking about the possibility of a little bit of snow mixed with rain, and in fact we had a slushy inch or so worth of snow overnight last Tuesday night in areas around and north of Interstate 80, and temperatures were no higher than the 40s all the way through Thursday, but the pattern flipped very quickly by Friday and the weekend. We've now had 4 consecutive days with highs in the 70s, culminating with a high of 73 this afternoon. That is 14 degrees above the average, but not as warm as we were 10 years ago today. On today's date back in 2012, a new record high was established, 81 degrees on October 25th, 2012. October of 2012 was kind of a roller coaster ride. We had an early season frost. It was very chilly at times early in October 10 years ago, but then a little bit of a pop of heat at this time 10 years ago. All right, some changes though coming our way in the short term. Some rain, some cooler weather. This is thanks to low pressure, which is spinning out here across parts of the Missouri Valley, and a cold front extending out to the east. Warm front kind of like this, and all this is heading out in our direction, and clouds will continue to thicken up as we head through the night tonight. Timing on the rain, not great for those heading off to work and school tomorrow morning. It's going to be a damp affair. I think showers will become increasingly likely from west to east just before daybreak, between, say, 6 and 8. And the steadiest of the rain all day tomorrow will be early in the morning. Now, it may rain beyond that. Some spotty showers will remain a possibility. But the most consistent rain, it's going to be raining pretty much in the entire viewing area, it looks like, for a while, will be first thing in the morning. Now, that being said, our rainfall amounts will be pretty modest late tonight into our Wednesday. Generally a half an inch or less. The GFS is kind of a leader in the clubhouse here with about a half an inch worth of rain advertised. Most of our modeling is kind of clustered in here, which is more like a quarter to a third of an inch worth of rain over the next 24 hours or so. So just a lot of clouds for Wednesday. Spotty showers will remain possible through the afternoon, maybe even a sprinkle into the evening, then clouds will break for some sunshine Thursday. Nice end of the day. Some high clouds will filter back in for a time Thursday night into Friday morning, but by Friday afternoon, those will be gone, and we'll be back to sunshine for the rest of Friday, and plenty of sunshine in store for the start of the weekend. Now, of course, we have Halloween coming up on Monday, and Trick or Treat is on Halloween itself in most municipalities this year, and it's not looking great weather-wise. Probably no downpours, no thunder and lightning. Not going to snow. It's not going to be that cold, but some damp weather does seem likely as a weak area of low pressure continues moving to the north and east. I do think that there will be some wet weather at times Monday, and perhaps into Monday night and Tuesday. All right, if you've been watching Weather for Weather Geeks a lot lately, you know that the winter forecast is coming up in November on Thursday, the 17th of November. One of the things we'll do in that forecast video, both the short version and the long version, is review last winter. It's always good to see where, pardon me, where we were last year, how we did with the forecast last year. Our winter forecast last year was one of our better ones in recent memory. Everything worked out pretty well, although we didn't have the kind of the sequence of cold quite right. We thought December would turn kind of cold, but the cold was delayed a few weeks until mid-January, and then it got real cold for about 2 weeks, mid to late January. But for the season as a whole, at the airport, 60.8 inches worth of snow with our new 30-year averages, which encompass 1991 to 2020. This is below average. The previous 30-year chunk, 1981 to 2010, this would have been right about average. Our old average was about 60 inches, but now our average has gone up quite a bit thanks to the winter of 2010-2011, which is in that new 30-year climatological period, and so our average snowfall at the airport is now closer to 67 or 68. So last year fell about 7 inches shy of those new averages. Temperature-wise, it was a roller coaster ride. Warm December, much colder by mid to late January, kind of a back and forth but not as harsh month of February, and it came out in the wash as 1.2 inches warmer than average. We haven't had a colder than average winter since 2014-2015. We are certainly due. Will this year break the streak? Well, that remains to be seen. You'll, of course, want to be sure and check out what we have to say coming up in a few weeks on November 17th online and on television on all of our outlets, including YouTube, all our social media outlets, WFMJ.com, and, of course, the short-to-the-point version will be on 21 News at 5, 6, and 11 that evening, Thursday evening, the 17th of November. In the meantime, I'll leave you tonight. Hope you have a great rest of your night. A little damp weather for our Wednesday, but then some pretty nice weather returning for Thursday, Friday, and the weekend.